7 symptoms of stress you shouldn't ignore. Stress is one of your body's natural processes. When you experience an external condition, it generates a defense response that might be physiological or psychological. This response is a set of symptoms that can disrupt your normal emotional balance. After all, it involves physical, mental, and behavioral responses to deal with any situation that presents a threat or a challenge. These symptoms originate in your human instinct for survival, which also engage organs like the brain and the heart. Although sometimes stress might only be a response to changes in the environment, it can become a serious problem in many cases if the symptoms are recurring. What's most troubling is that today, many of the signs of stress are simply ignored and it becomes a chronic disorder for many. This is why it's essential to know the symptoms of stress and identify your body's responses. Find out more. Headaches. A person's emotional state causes the blood vessels to contract, decreasing blood flow to the brain and increasing tension overall. In fact, when this occurs on a chronic or regular basis, it can be accompanied by sensitivity to light, irritability, and problems with vision. Trouble with digestion. Digestive symptoms are often ignored when it comes to stress. After all, most people associate them with stomach problems or poor eating habits. In reality, these two issues have a close link. The digestive system has a strong connection with the brain's neurotransmitters. Excessive production of the stress hormone cortisol increases production of acid secretions and causes problems like acid reflux and indigestion. It can also trigger recurrent abdominal pain, leading to nausea and vomiting. Excessive hair loss. Excessive hair loss and have difficulties regrowing your hair. Hormonal changes triggered by constant stress can affect circulation within your scalp. This keeps oxygen from reaching your cells and bringing nutrients to your hair. Stress-related hair loss can affect your entire head or it may target certain areas. Regardless, you will notice that the quantity you're losing increases quickly. While certain products might help fight hair loss, you'll have to alleviate the problem to control it completely. Lower back pain. Lower back pain is a common symptom in people whose work or lifestyle requires them to remain in the same position for too long. It's produced by muscle tension and poor circulation, which is typically related to having poor posture. Stress can also be one of the underlying causes, as it increases feelings of stiffness or pain. Skin disorders. Although they're typically caused by environmental factors such as sun exposure or toxins, your physical and emotional state can also trigger skin issues. Stress gradually weakens your dermis, making it more sensitive to damage. Because of this, stress can be manifested by problems that include eczema, psoriasis, irritation and redness, allergies and acne outbreaks. Inflammation in the hands. Poor stress management can eventually trigger your body's inflammatory responses. Having swollen, sore hands for no apparent reason can be an indication that you're experiencing uncontrolled stress. While it's important to determine whether the symptom may be caused by other problems, such as arthritis, a lot of these problems can disappear once the stress is gone. Changes in appetite. This is due to imbalances in the nervous system, which causes the brain to respond with these cravings. It's essential to pay close attention to it, as it can lead to nutritional deficiencies or, on the other hand, being overweight and obese. Have you noticed any of these signs of stress? If so, take the appropriate measures to control it as soon as possible. Although it's normal to suffer from stress sometimes, you have to treat it to avoid health problems that will require greater care.